So we just finished putting horizon bound into what we call low rider configuration for a couple of the low bridges that are coming up in the latter part of the Erie Canal here. We measured the windshield to the top of the windshield as about 14 feet, and a couple of the bridges are 15.6, which is right about the max clearance when we had our screens and bimini top up. So this is our low slung version of horizon bound.
We've got the sun coming up on Sylvan Beach, New York. We just entered Lake Oneida. This is an extremely strong current coming in and out, but we made it. We're out here with the fishermen at sunrise, getting ready to cross the lake. It'll take us about an hour and a half to cross. We're up here in New York. We just left Sylvan Beach, Verona Beach area, and we're heading to Brewerton. Lock 23 will be there, and then we have a couple more locks today. The locks on the western side of this lake are farther apart. They're fewer as well. So we're on 24. The total is 36. It's going to take us about 4 days to get all the way through the locks to Buffalo, New York area. So crossing Lake Oneida today. What a difference a day makes. This was just rocking and rolling yesterday. White capping, pushing everybody everywhere. It was a tough day. She was showing her colors yesterday. Today she has calmed down, and we're going across. We're riding inside today because our bimini's down and everything's covered. It makes it easier to ride inside until we get past all these low bridges and can put up the bimini. I'm going along the left, or the port side gunnel. We are on the other side of Lake Oneida, the town of Brewerton. OCWA Brewerton. Dan said it stands for On Canal with Attitude. Oh, that's us. We're just full of attitude. Some more than others. Here we come to a fork at the Oneida. The Oneida continues this way and makes big loops all the way around, or we can take the Anthony Cut and head back to the Erie Canal. And it is telling us, da-da-da, wow, a big sign. Erie Canal, 1 mile, Lock 23. That is a nice sign. So we're cutting here through the Anthony Cut to Lock 23. Our original plan was going to go to the Trent Severn, so we would have turned to the starboard side, the Oswego side, heading up to Canada, Trent Severn, and dumping out in the Georgian Bay in Canada, near Mackinac Island and the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan. However, we were in a boatyard for 6 weeks with mechanical issues, so that put us back. So we're taking a little quicker way home to cross our wake. I'm a sign girl, so I love all these signs in this part of the canal. So the Erie Canal, we continue to go straight on the Seneca River. But if we turn port side right here, we'll be going toward Oneida Lake, which heads into Syracuse, New York. This way, Buffalo. After a 10-hour day and over a lot of miles, I think 4 locks today, we landed upon Lyons, and Lyons is a free wall for loopers and free electric for loopers, and right down the hill is where our wall is, And right here is the fire department, and this is where we can use the bathroom and showers. Showers are really nice. And we're gonna go walk through town. Now, it's a Sunday late afternoon, 6 o'clock, I think, so things are pretty much closed, but it is a really cute town. Lots to do, lots of parks.
Syncopation here between the church and the boombox or whatever over there. Lyons is the county seat, and apparently it's the county seat of Wayne County, which is interesting because I grew up in Wayne County, Michigan.
There's Horizon Bound, the Erie Canal, and the lock number 27.
This is the first time we've had to share one of these locks with more than one other boat on the Erie Canal.
This morning, we're leaving Lyons, and our goal is to get to Brockport. Yay, Brocky! Brockport, New York, which will be another long day, and lots of locks. Today was our first lock of the day. We just went through lock 27. We did pick up 2 other boats at lock 27, so we'll be traveling with them for a little bit. So it's a little tighter in the chamber than we're used to because we've been spoiled being the only ones right now. So we have 2 other boaters with us as we lock over into the Erie Canal going westbound. The town of Newark. Just some really cute murals on the walls. We made it to Brockport. We're waiting for Park Avenue Bridge to rise.
Sunset Rockport, New York. We just called chambers 34 and 35, and they will have us on about a 25-minute hold. They want us to tie up here and wait. So we wait. Welcome to the Erie Canal. To add to more excitement on the Erie Canal, the last 2 locks, lock 34 and 35, is a double chamber. And I guess they already have one coming this way and one going that way. So we have to wait for 25 minutes. So the anticipation is growing. Anticipation. This bridge right here is called the Upside Down Bridge because most of the trellises on the canal is more like a trapezoid with the short end on the top. So the Upside Down Bridge. And right beyond that is the double chamber, which we're waiting for, and the town of Lockport. This is quite a lock. We're going to be able to enter 34. He's got to drain the chamber in 35, and they'll come back up and start lifting us in 34. The waterfall on the left is a spillway now, but that was part of the original lock. The white building in the middle is a museum. This is a very interesting view from inside this chamber under the freeway. Another chamber looking at us. Very different in this block.
So you went up in 34 and then went up in 35. That took a very, very long time. Over an hour. Currently we're under a road. So a big, big highway here where they can go over the canal right after the lock. wild. We'll spin it around. We're almost out. There we go. Done with locks. That tour boat that came out in front of us is turning around right here. He did call us. He hailed us and let us know that he was turning. And now they come back through and go through the locks. But look at, he's almost as wide as the canal. Holy criminy. He's going to turn around and come right back at us. Wow. That'd be a cool tour, though. Well, we're almost at the end of the Erie Canal, as we're going to be merging in with the Niagara River shortly. We're in a town called Tonawanda, New York. So we have Tonawanda. It's going to meet into the Niagara River. We're going to take the Niagara River out and around, down into Buffalo, and down into Lake Erie. So we did a great run today. We had a little hold up with the locks, an hour and a half, but we're making some okay time. Okay, Buffalo, Lake Erie. Head port side. There's a little sign telling us to go to the left as we enter the Niagara River. Wow. Heading to Lake Erie and Buffalo, New York. We are officially done on the Erie Canal. We have turned onto the Niagara. So check, Erie Canal, done. Okay, I lied. We have one more lock. It's called the Black Lock Rock. It gets you into Lake Erie. So we're going to take this, we're going to float it, and we're going to go, looks like up 5 feet to Lake Erie. Okay, now that should be our last lock until Chicago. This lock gets you into the Erie Canal, into Lake Erie. So it has a nice little buffer so you're not getting into the current. So here we go. This swing bridge just opened for us. They called ahead, and that was across the canal a minute ago. And now the swing just opened, and we're gonna swing on by. Look at the gears for that swing bridge. That's incredible. That's a big bridge to be swinging. Now that we've safely passed, they are closing the bridge. Slowly. And we have a drawbridge. The Black Rock Canal drawbridge is going up waiting for us. And hopefully this is the last thing we have to do till we tie in tonight. We're both exhausted. We just left the swing bridge and we're about to go under the Peace Bridge. This is an international bridge because this side is United States of America. And that side is Canada. Right here on the border. Here's the flags, USA and Canada. Together in harmony and peace on the Peace Bridge. Downtown Buffalo. Quite the observation deck here at the Erie Basin Marina as we enter. Right at our marina is looks like some sort of park. Lots of people walking and jogging. And there's the basin. And sunset will be soon. So we've been just putting along. Put, 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 put. Goes the little speedboat. Put, 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 put. On the same old note. That was my very first piano song I learned in piano lessons. I couldn't believe I got to use that. So entering 34 and 35, our last locks on the Erie Canal. Double chamber, double fun, double agent. I don't know.